Hi, I'm a bit of a mess right now, and I haven't recorded something, but it's okay because you're gonna get to come with me, and I'm gonna be changing my guitar strings. Um, so yeah, that's the play. Um, I'm gonna kind of treat this as like a little video journal, and also talk about why I'm doing this and posting every week. So first of all, hello friends, I'm Jairus Wolf. Most people who watch this already know me, but if you don't, that's me. I am a music student. I'm a music ed student, and I just kind of do this on the side because I think it's fun. Let me actually. Also, don't judge me for the way I change strings. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Anyway, I'm a vocal choral music ed major, but I kind of do this part for fun because I enjoy music and I enjoy playing this instrument. But it's a hobby because I feel like as a music major, it's easy for music to become your job and to start hating it. So I'm trying to keep it as a hobby type thing and also as a job type thing. And so I'm separating different genres. But I put so much work into learning how to play these folk songs and, stuff by these random artists. And it never goes anywhere because I'm not really going anywhere with it. So I decided, hey, what if I start releasing YouTube videos that are me playing the songs? So that's why I'm doing this. For all you people who are curious, I'm not going to do this forever because I have a life. But for the time of life that I'm in right now, it's kind of nice to be able to play something every week and to have fun with it. So that's the move. This is a guitar that I got for my birthday from my dad, really. It is my Martin. I need to clean the neck, the fretboard, but that's not a today job. That's a later job. But yeah, I've learned all of these things on this guitar, and it's really pretty and really cool, and I love playing on it. Now, because it's a Martin, I always put Martin strings on it. These are custom lights. One day I'm going to put medium strings on it, and then tune it lower, and it'll be a vibe, but until that day happens, I'm playing with custom lights. I'm actively around in the middle of my second semester of my freshman year of music school, and I've learned a lot, which is good. I feel like when you go to school, you should learn a lot. I've learned a lot musically, and I've learned a lot philosophically, and in terms of just school stuff, but also I've learned a lot about myself and who I am and who I want to be, and on types of callings in life and all that stuff. I'm here in the honors program at my school, which is a lot of work, especially because I'm a music education major. But this means that I get to read a lot. We're reading, first semester we go through Plato and Aristotle and through all of the old Greek dudes who were trying to figure out how the world works. And then eventually you got into Anselm and into the other church fathers and their thoughts regarding Christianity. A lot of great stuff, a lot of reading. I've been reading a lot recently. And then second semester we've gone through, we're going through the Renaissance and the Enlightenment right now, which is reading even more churchy stuff, and now we're getting into science-y stuff and reading Isaac Newton and Galileo and, the other Enlightenment people, which is great. I've made good friends in the honors program here. I think those are kind of my first friends, were honors people, and I'm very thankful for them for being my crew, my group. And obviously as time has gone on, we've sort of grown towards our separate majors and our separate fields. But life has been good, I also, what I've learned about being an education student is that I love the idea of being an educator, being a music educator. I love music. I'm not a biggest fan of being an education student because that means you have to go through education classes, and those can be boring, um, you know. But I, you know, I suppose you have to go through some pain in order to succeed in what you want to do and be excellent. So I'm willing to endure the pain of educational psychology, um, which my foundations of education professor is the one who invited me to church. And, oh, there's the first string. She's the one who invited me to go to church. And so I've been going to Capstone Church. And it's a great place. Shout out to any of you people if you're watching from church. And I'm very grateful because I think it's good to have a church because Jesus and because God, but also to have a place that's outside of campus that you go regularly, because I'm very much the person who, if I don't have to leave campus, I just won't. I can't tell you the last time I went to the grocery store because I don't think about groceries, because if I need food, I just go to the food place on campus, But, and I've been playing, I also play other instruments that aren't the acoustic guitar. Shocking, I know. Which maybe I'll place some of those on the, oh, please don't break. Wonderful. I might play some of those on the channel at some point in time, but right now I'm focusing a lot more on the same style and artists that I've been playing, clearly, because I've been playing the same guys. But I play other instruments. I play bass a lot at that church, which the director of the commercial music program at my school also goes there. And though he heard me play bass and asked me to play bass in one of the commercial bands here, so I'm also doing that. And we have performances coming up soon that I'm excited for. And I might see if I can get recording of that to post on my channel as well for anyone who wants to see it. But it's been good, and through that connection into the commercial music department, I've been able to make even more friends in the music program, and obviously I'm making friends with my music education people, and all of my other choir people. We just went to a regional competition in Maryland, and I advanced, and pretty soon here I'm going to have to go and record those songs and hopefully make it to nationals. That's the NATS competition, National Association of Teachers of Singing. That will be good. I have been writing a lot of music recently, although I wrote a lot of music over winter break, and now I'm kind of, since school has started back up again, I haven't been writing as much, although I have been writing some music. And of course, I will be the first to admit I'm not the greatest songwriter in the world, but I'm not necessarily writing music to be a successful pop star or to be a great songwriter. I'm writing music because that's me expressing myself and expressing what I think, what I believe. And sometimes that means that the music is going to stay in my notebook, and that'll be okay. And sometimes that means that I'll record it and I'll put it on YouTube, and that'll be okay. Will I ever put stuff on streaming services or anything? Maybe. We'll see. I thought about it. It would require me to get a lot better at recording and at, the performance with a microphone and mixing and mastering, or at least being able to outsource those things. I hope so. I hope that one day I can make stuff that I'm proud enough of to put in the effort to record it and mix it and master it, but also one day that I do make something that I'm willing to put out there and put my name on top of, something that isn't just my casual weekly little upload. Will that happen? We'll see. I do a lot of things, but that's one thing that I think would be fun. Um, I might actually be playing at an open mic tomorrow, which if I am doing that, I need to decide what I'm playing. But they're hosting an open mic at my, like in my building, my hall, and so we'll see. I might play some music there, which that'd be fun. That'd be a little bit scary too. I don't generally play this type of music in front of people. But I do perform in front of people, just in a classical sense, not necessarily this contemporary sense. Let's see. I'm gonna flip this guy around so I can. Whoop. Let me push that chair out of the way. Anyway, what am I looking forward to in the future of music and college and whatnot? People ask me all the time. Well, yes, people do ask me this a lot, of sort of what's the plan, what's the move. Obviously, I'm a music education major, which means that I very likely have a future in teaching music. A lot of times people will ask me, they'll say, yo, Jairus, what age range do you want to teach? And I don't have an answer for that. Because I love people of all ages. I happen to be really good with little kids. I work at a little Christian camp, and they generally put me with the 6-year-olds because I am good at having energy, and also having patience, and being just scattered enough to where the kids like me and think that I'm fun and spontaneous, but also organized enough to where I can get us to places on time and I'm able to, follow schedules and whatnot. I need to turn this the right way, actually. So, part of me says I could do... Oh, hold the phone. Excuse me, Mr. B-String. What's your deal? If one of them breaks, it'll be that one, which would be unfortunate because I don't know if I have any other strings. I suppose I could go buy more strings. There's probably a Guitar Center near here, or another guitar store. What was I talking about before my B string so rudely decided to be a pain? Oh, music teaching. Yeah, so a lot of times people will say, hey, what do you want to teach? And I would be really good at teaching elementary music. But the problem is, I want to be good. And I want to create good music with people who can understand good music. I think that I would enjoy a high school choir setting or a middle school choir setting. Especially middle school is such a developmental sweet spot and important moment for young musicians because that's when they start learning how to sight read and start learning how to read sheet music and how the parts work, and their voices are changing. So there's a lot of me that says if I want to influence more people in general and towards being good at music, then I could then I could teach in a middle school area. Or even that bleeds a little bit into high school music, and thinking if I want to influence people towards hello? I promise I do know what I'm doing. So I think that I could also do well in an elementary setting, or I could do well in like a middle school or high school setting as well. But there's also the option of, what if I go get a master's, get a doctorate, and try to do like collegiate level choral direction? And somebody was talking to me and they were saying that I have too much of an appreciation for the craft of choir to not try to get into to go direct to collegiate choir. Because, I mean, if you've ever had the privilege of watching me perform choir music, you know that I get into it. And part of that is just I struggle standing still, but part of that is just because I do love the craft and I love the music so much, um, and I can't imagine life without it. Um, which I know, watching this, you would think, oh, he's a folk musician, he likes playing guitar and whatnot. But no, my love for music stems from my love for choir, and this is just sort of a side hustle, you know. Except I'm not hustling because I'm not making any money, because that's. But you get the point. And so. Restrung. Now I'm gonna tune it. Well, actually, I might not tune it because I need my phone to tune it, and I'm recording this on my phone. Restrung guitar. Anyway, point is, I don't know where life has taken me, music-wise. I could fit anywhere. I could also drop out, live under a bridge, you know. But I'm excited. So far, I think that school has treated me well. Second semester is way better than first semester, both academically and socially, and just generally. Obviously, I did a crazy thing, and I moved from Texas to South Carolina to go to school, which is a 13-hour difference. But I'm loving it. If there's somebody else around there who's thinking, should I study music? Yes, because studying music is fun. And do I necessarily have job security? We don't need to talk about the future of how I'm going to make money. But I'm not worried about it. I'm trusting the Lord, and I'm trusting that as long as I'm following the gifts that He's given me, that He'll provide, you know. So thanks for watching my little video vlog. If you did watch my little video vlog, I appreciate y'all. Maybe I'll watch this in the future. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But until next week, I'll hopefully actually have music to send and release. It's just I've been doing things this week, and have not had the time because I've been swamped with homework. But yeah. Goodbye, friends. I need to edit this thing. Holy poop.